off mute. And
were your girls excited to see you?
Yeah. Gemma was still awake when I got
You
home.
could run this fan, or is it noise?
I don't know, let's try it. Maybe put it on the lowest setting.
Yeah.
I think, though, a big thing is we should leave that door open.
Yeah, we can.
Gemma was still awake.
Gemma was still awake and she was pumped to see me, which felt good. But
Yeah.
Kira had fallen asleep at like 5:30 that afternoon, which is like super early. And so Jake, we should be streaming.
Okay.
Did she wake up later in the night?
And then she woke up at like 9 o'clock or like 9:30, like relatively shortly after I got home. And dude, it was so funny because she was like had just woken up, and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And she just pushed me away, and I was like, "Oh, that hurts."
Dang, girl. Daddy missed you. That's pretty sweet, though. Did you get to tell them any funny stories?
No, but Jake,
Mm-hmm.
I was telling Gemma, I told Gemma bedtime stories a lot.
Uh-huh.
And the other night, I told her the one about when we went climbing on North Palisade and you threw up at the.
You didn't want to...
And that was the same trip that, I mean, maybe a less important detail for her, but that we ran into...
No, I told her that was a big part of the trip too. And I was like, oh yeah. And
randomly, right?
Yeah, we ran into Mike in the middle of nowhere with his friends, and we said, "Hey, Mike."
And Evan Kakawa, I think, and Dylan Gabert.
Yeah.
Hold on, damn it.
Yeah, so I told her that bedtime story, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah. Are you listening in?
Hold on.
Okay.
Is it playing yet? Can you see it in our lives? Going live. Fuck it. Do it live. Oh.
We're trying. Trying, I swear. Oh, you're not going for your little mic stand today?
No, because it's like clipped onto my desk, dude.
Mm.
And so, I think
Oh,
eventually,
yeah, I see it.
I'm just gonna. I think we're just gonna rock with these, but I think eventually I just want to get mic stands that are like the light stands that we had that and they have boom.
Test 1, 2, 3.
You'll be able to hear yourself.
There's like a lag.
30. It's like 45 seconds. It's in case anybody does something really crazy on YouTube. I think they like.
They probably censor us.
What?
They'll probably censor us, yeah.
I mean, I think you'd have to like behead someone or like be carrying out like an act of
Should we
violence
have
or
this light on?
something. I don't think it really matters. We can turn it off or we can leave it. Dude, Jake, welcome back to the living.
Yeah.
Did you hear yourself?
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
How are you feeling these days?
Mostly better. Yeah, I was like sick, super sick for, I think honestly before the West on Tuesday. But just trying to like fight through it and push through, and that failed miserably. But I feel good now. I still have like a little bit of a cough. I'm gonna like see tonight if it happens, if I can think about it and mute it. I just heard one of the ones I did. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so loud.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. It didn't come through like natural air that much.
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
I think the mic picked it up acutely. But no, it was a bummer, dude. I so wanted to go backpacking. So it was not crushing, but like sucked to not be able to do that. But I'm feeling good now.
You didn't miss much, dude. We bailed so hard.
Yeah.
Almost every step of the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Still.
It was hot, bro.
We got to Shepherd's Creek, Shepherd's Pass, the trailhead, and the road was a little bit tougher than I wanted to take the Prius through. You know, like the Prius might have been able to do it,
I feel like I don't really remember that road. I feel like it's been so long since.
People have said it's bad, but I think there's just one bad spot where like
Okay.
Yeah.
it gets down.
Maybe
and,
like washed out or something right there.
Yeah,
I mean, easily that. Not this last winter, but the one before that was like record setting. I think changed a lot of the
Yeah.
access roads to
Yeah.
stuff in the Sierras.
that,
Yeah. I mean,
So then we're like, okay, we gotta go park away from the trailhead, and it's like an extra mile and a half then for hiking in, you know.
Yeah.
And when we parked at like
And a lower
5:30,
elevation on a pretty low.
oh yeah,
elevation
like
trailhead
4,000
anyways.
feet. It's so low, and then and then we parked at like 5 p.m. and dude, it was like it had just dipped below 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Like at that point.
yeah, we had shown up and it was probably flirting with triple digits.
Yeah.
Hanging out in the shade, and then the sun dipped behind, and it
Is
was
there
nice.
shade at that trailhead?
No, we
No.
hung out in the shade of his
The
Prius.
shade of the Prius,
Okay.
and then we were in the shade like 30 minutes later, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sun set or
That-
behind the.
That is hot temps to hike in though, even
Yeah.
without a backpack. And then
Yeah.
you throw a backpack on, and
And the problem is like it would be one thing if it was kind of like Big Pine, you know, where it's like a long contour.
yeah,
That's like even that one's miserable, and that one's at
Yeah.
what, like 9,000 feet or 8,000
Something like
feet,
that,
right?
Mhm.
And so that one feels miserable when it's like relatively
That
mild
first section
temperatures.
of
Yeah,
the trail in hot temps sucks.
yeah, but the Shepherd's Creek one is like 100 switchbacks like right off the
Oh.
bat. I think maybe they might have been in the shade,
I was gonna say I feel like I remember that being wooded, but who knows?
but
Call
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
It was hot in the shade.
yeah, 100. It was, yeah. We parked and it was like 100 degrees in the shade where we were. Like, we were just below 100 degrees in the shade.
Oh man. So what was that place called we stopped at on the way back with the lava rocks? Do you remember?
Fossil Falls.
Fossil
Nice.
Falls.
How hot was it there?
Ooh. 104.
Yeah.
104. Yeah.
We ended up just hanging out in the parking lot.
Yeah, Fossil Falls.
Yeah, there's some big rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was
cold
some
drinks.
shade. It was probably 100.
Dude, yeah, the shade at Fossil Falls were these giant boulders that were like probably like 10 feet high.
Yeah.
But they were like slab boulders kind of, and like it was like a wall kind of that had been arranged.
Yeah.
And then like the maybe like 4 feet of shadow that they cast that we were like sitting
Huddling
under,
under.
drinking.
Oh man.
Scouting, making sure rattlesnakes weren't hiding. But we never saw one. So
How was it nicer in June?
June
Temp-wise?
was
Oh,
heaven.
yeah.
Okay.
June was heaven, except for the skeeters at night. But
Those bad skeets.
they
Yes.
were
Uh,
harassing us.
Yeah.
Not the worst, but all day long they weren't an issue.
No,
Okay.
And then
that's-
I
it
was
was
surprised
beautiful. Yeah, during the day.
at night, dude. As soon as like the
Tent time then?
sunset,
Yeah, as soon as
What?
we finished
Tent
dinner.
time?
no tent,
No tent.
no
Oh.
tent.
TV time.
Then the skeeters will get
Oh,
you.
Yeah,
Oh, and then
that's what was miserable.
And then we were cooking. We were like, dude, let's make dinner. And so Ryan poured out the water they needed in the bowl, and I fired up the stove. I brought the little Snow Peak
Uh huh.
and like a titanium bowl set because I was like, I want to be really light. I don't need the jet boil.
Yeah.
And dude, Ryan's water had like water bubbling on the bottom of it, but not boiling. I think maybe not even close to boil, not that close.
It
to
was
boiling.
hot. It was really hot.
And then the fucking stove went out, ran out of gas. I was like, damn it. So then I ate my Tasty Bites Indian food cold.
Ooh. Although that's okay cold, I guess.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
I thought I poured a little bit of extra water from Ryan's
Not
leftover
thinking you
into
was
it.
gonna be able to cook
Thinking
with
that
it.
it'd be like warm it up a little bit
so
to make
just
it a little
watered
bit
it
better.
down.
So
You
it's
had
just
to like
watered down.
steam with it or something. Pour
And
it
I had that the umami powder earlier that made me that totally changed my appetite. You know.
Totally. Man, I feel like on one day missions, I usually just bring like food, like regular food.
I know that's what I was thinking of doing, but we didn't. I was thinking of doing pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza or burrito, like just something that's like self-contained or that's easy. But
We made Red Hots, dude, from
More camping?
for dinner. Yeah, the first night.
Yeah, first
So
night.
I had Red Hots. They're pretty hot. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they were real
Fully
nice.
cooked, no nitrates.
That's a throwback. When was the first time that we had Red Hots?
At a block party at my parents' house.
that when they made their introduction?
Yeah, at least in the, maybe that's how I was interested. I might have been like,
I think I was introduced to them through you.
yeah, so maybe I had them there. I was like, Jake, we gotta have these, and they were
Became a camping staple for us.
so.
They were delicious.
Dude, the next morning.
A little spicy.
Yeah, it was.
How about that burrito from June the next morning?
That's fine. Yeah.
That one was a little spicier, I felt
Where'd
like,
you
for
get?
me. The La Paria, I think it was called, the food truck by JLB.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I've eaten there before.
Yeah. Jake was the original one that found the chicken poblano burrito.
Yeah. Wait, is that the same place?
Yeah.
That goes to June Lake Brewery?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's same. It's a same spot.
Yeah.
I think
That
they're there all
place-
year.
That burrito might be some of the best Mexican food in the Sierra.
I
Yeah,
agree.
Yeah.
yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah. That is.
Uh,
Hopefully it stays. It feels like they sometimes like rotate like food trucks.
I mean, it's been there since when I was there, all winter. And if they're there this winter, I'm going to be supporting them
Totally.
all winter long.
What a good to like stop.
Yeah,
JLB
yeah,
and La Paria.
yeah.
Yep.
Although JLB, I found out, does not allow dogs on like the outside seating there.
Really,
And it's like a strict policy.
that is so
We
interesting.
tried to go there with Lizzie's dog.
Yeah.
And I asked because I was like, maybe it's not like they don't actually enforce it. And the guy's like, no, we can't have dogs. So
Interesting.
then we patronized some other restaurant.
Wonder if they had a bad fight there or something one time.
I mean, there are a lot of dog owners in JLB,
Yeah.
and some of those dogs, they're a little more, they're
Yep.
they're
They're
going
different.
through the woods, They're going through the woods. They ain't no city dog. They're ready to scrap.
Yeah. You can't have no scrap at the JLB courtyard.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know, is there it's like a gondola car that's like there at JLB?
Yeah.
Like from, what is that from?
The QMC line.
That was gonna go at June?
No, it did go.
They built it.
Yeah, so the lower ski patrol room above the ticket office?
Yeah.
That was the original spot,
Base.
the base of it, and then it ran, and you can still kind of see the line. It's actually like a little run. We call it the QMC line, but you can see where it's been like cleared of trees, and then it would literally go to our upper ski patrol.
The one at the top of 7?
Nope, at the base.
Okay.
And it would just jam, but it would jam 20-something odd people, and it was dangerous.
Wait,
It
why
would
was
break down all the time, and there would be like loads of people on it.
Damn, it's so crazy. When was this?
Early. The people, like I have met some patrollers that just still go there, like similar to Rob Mayer kind of style.
Yeah.
And they were in the 90s
Okay.
saying that it was running.
Okay. Did you
Yeah.
know that June had this, JV?
No.
I feel like I had no idea.
Yeah.
And then it blows my mind. I think, you know what, dude? Okay. The gondola is. I guess they went from one extreme to the gondola is too much. Let's go for a slow ass 2-chair.
I think that was already there.
Well, that's
right?
always
Non-detachable.
been there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's always been there.
Although it's so funny to complain, like that chair is so slow, but that terrain is so amazing.
Yeah.
And I think every
That
time I
chairlift-
think about being on the chairlift and complaining, I'm just like, oh, if I had this privately, just this one,
It ain't that bad,
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. It really isn't that
I would
bad.
take a rope tow up
And
this
dude, it stops a lot of people from going to June
Totally.
because
Which is
of
the best thing about it.
yeah, because of the fact that it's not really that sketchy, but it is a little sketchy.
Yeah, I think it stops people just because it's like a slow share, so you don't get as many,
Mhm.
and the fact that on a good day, or like for at least for the first like hour and a half, 2 hours maybe even, you're gonna have like a crazy long line, so you can't lap it in
Yeah,
good conditions
yeah,
like that. You have to like get back in a long line, unless you got that ski patrol jacket.
once you
on.
got that patrol jacket on, then I just
Sure.
hopping in. Hey, excuse me. You mind if I hop in with you? Cool.
Dude, I'm telling you, Ryan, I guess maybe I shouldn't say this on here, but what about if, like, you are pretending to apprehend me, right? And you're like, come with me. You're in big trouble, pal. And then I go
Hey.
with you, jump on the lift. And then,
That situation, like not like that, but I was skiing with Robbie this past winter at Mammoth, and it was on a sick day, and like I do not like waiting in line, so like
Yeah.
a huge line developing at McCoy
Yeah.
while they were waiting to pop the top, and I was like, I'm not waiting in that. We're gonna ski open chairs. But then once I saw the line move, like start to move, I was like, all right, we should go like get it from the top. And I walked in and I was looking at like probably line out the door, probably like a 40+ minute line.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, let's just do it. And we got in
you
line.
probably shouldn't say, maybe not say this first, it's Dave.
Yeah, and then a certain friend who works patrol up there like spotted me, and he like looked at me and he's like, yeah, come this way. And I was like, there's like 2 of us, and he's like, yeah, come. And he's just like, ride with me, don't say anything, and don't smile.
Yeah.
And we cut the whole line and hopped right in the gondola, like probably like, I don't know, 15 cars back instead of a 40-minute line.
Yeah.
And he was like, you should go ski Paranoids. I just ski cut it right now. It's epic. And we did. They're not Paranoids. What's the...
Scaranoids.
Oh, okay.
And it was the best run of my year.
Wow.
It was amazing.
I imagine it could work, especially if it's just one of you especially on J1.
I mean, I guess I could just also legitimately break the rules, right? And somehow
What?
get
Well,
pulled up
if
there.
it was J7, that's like a 4-person train. That's a little easier.
And it feels like there's never lines for J7.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Ever.
Um,
And then when there
hey.
might be, you go to J1, and then it's
Yeah,
like...
yeah.
Have you
Chill
seen
and chill.
the 55-degree ski line, or like ski run 55-degree slope called Rambo?
No.
I don't know where. I think it might be in Montana.
Really?
Yeah, it's, it's a
55?
55-degree. No, it's a resort. It's
Oh.
like the steepest lift served, tree cut ski line,
Tree
ski
cut?
run. Yeah, like I guess like run cut into the trees with the
Okay.
trees cut down. You know, like not like I
Like
guess
there's
like a big
stumps?
tree line.
What's the really steep one at Jackson? Corbett's?
That's the one that everyone is
I
like
don't know if
notorious
it's
about
steeper than
dropping
Corbett's,
in.
but I think it's like a different classification.
Okay.
Maybe I wonder. It might be like I wonder if it's steeper minus the cornice and the entry
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the Corbett's, because 55 degrees is so steep. But I was watching video of people skiing it, and the skiing looks like miserable. It's like
Sure.
super moguled out, and they said that it's not a priority to clear the trees, so there's a bunch of like 3-foot trees growing out of it with like 3 feet of snow in it, and then moguls around all the around
You
the
gotta
trees
watch
and through
out.
the trees.
Those little pungies will get you.
I think that steep of skiing too, unless you're like on like some like big Alaskan face, but even that seems not that likely. It's just not that great at skiing. It's like doing it skiing, being able to do it, but not like epic.
It's pretty safe for avalanches, though.
That's true. Yeah. 55 degrees is steep.
Yeah.
Super steep. I think the steepest thing I've skied ever is like close to 50 degrees, and that felt at my limit at the time.
Where was
Oof.
that?
Out of North Peak in Tuolumne has like this really cool couloir off of it, and yeah, it was not great snow conditions, and it was steep, and 50 degrees. I was like, I would not want any more than this.
No more. So I had to say no more degrees. No more degrees. Dude, what about this trip coming up, dude? Going to Delaware?
Oh yeah,
Gonna be well aware of your rights.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be melting.
Your
I think, in
fishing rights.
Delaware.
Got your fishing license.
Yeah, it's gonna be so cool.
How many shows are you gonna go to?
They'll play 4 nights.
Fish shows.
Yeah,
Everyone. 4 nights.
depending on how you count it. That's either 4 shows or 1 long show. Maybe depending on what type of drugs you take.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, but it's gonna be so cool. Just being able to like camp with like Chad, Brad, and Andy. I think that's gonna be really fun. Even though it'll be hot, and I'm stoked that you're talking about bugs because I probably would have forgotten bug spray, but I'm definitely bringing.
We didn't have bug spray, dude. We had mosquito nets, which were a
bringing that too.
lifesaver.
Yeah. the worst parts were just the hands. I
Wait,
ended up.
mosquito, like for the one that goes over the
Yeah.
head.
We-
I bought a bigger version of the thing that we had on that one backpacking trip that we sat under. I have a version that's twice as big now.
Oh, dude.
That would have been so nice.
I'm gonna bring one to. I'm gonna get one before we go to Big Pine.
Yeah.
I want to be able to string it up in the
Dude.
shoes.
Well, I guess if you're car camping, you can get I also have like a canopy that has like mesh netting.
Yeah,
I'll bring that to Big Pine for sure.
my parents have something like that too. I might borrow theirs for that.
'Cause
Maybe.
that's like nice to put over, like if you're gonna cook, you could cook in it easily if it was super buggy.
Mm.
But hopefully by then, I don't know. Hopefully by then it's not too bad.
Yeah, it'll start.
Maybe.
Yeah, you never know.
It's only 3 weeks away.
Yeah, that's
2.5
cool.
weeks. And then we're. Okay.
And then beach camping spot
Yeah.
in the general
Oh,
northern
really?
Southern California area.
Freaking wonderful place.
It's
With a micro
fantastic.
right point break.
I do think that going.
That's super fun.
I do think going later in October is better odds of surf though.
Yeah, we do.
I'll
Sure.
say that.
Yeah, I agree.
Although
you know
we've been blessed our last couple of years. there.
Hashtag blessed. Dude.
Yeah. Hashtag blessed. With such good surf.
Yeah,
Like last year might be some of the best surf that we
that
had
was
there.
super fun. Yeah,
And I think
low expectation.
record-setting party wave. I think we
Mm.
had like 6 or 7 people.
We gotta
all
get
leaving.
more.
Yeah, I think 6 was a.
Dude, I'd love to have a 9-foot wave storm there. You know what I mean?
Totally.
9.
I think it's so cool there at low tide, where if you can catch a wave all the way in, like basically to sand, and then you can just like walk back out the point, like on sand, the whole way,
Yeah,
and literally like kick it. It's so easy.
just watch out for
You
the
know what though?
boneyards.
I do wish it wasn't as crowded there though.
Oh, totally. It'd be way better if it wasn't as crowded.
Do you think
Yeah.
it's more crowded now than it was? Or do you think it's
Yeah.
always been that crowded?
I don't know. I think
It's
more
kind of
crowded
out of the
now.
way.
It is out of the way, but it's popular with like.
You think it's
Certain
more of
set
a
of people.
novelty wave, where like people
No, I
go
think it's
to
like
be
a
like,
Doheny
let's-
type wave. I think it's
Yeah.
where like you
It's not
go
a
for your
novelty wave.
family.
Never say that. Take it back.
That's effed up, man. That's really effed up.
Well, you don't think like people go to be like, yeah, we want to go,
Sort of like a point.
yeah,
Yeah.
or
There's a significantly
mellow.
better point,
campground
not that far
point.
away from it whenever they surf.
What kind of
Yeah.
code word should we give it?
The beach camping spot that shall not be named.
Yeah, no, let's call it let's just not
Yeah.
worry about it.
We'll work
cross
off it.
that.
We'll workshop it, yeah.
See what
Brainstorm.
pulls well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that trip is going to be so fun. So we have multiple camping trips coming up in the next couple months.
Yeah.
It'll be-
What are our dates for Labor Day? We leave Thursday night or Friday?
Yeah, Thursday night.
Okay, yeah, Friday, Saturday, have off, or I'm taking off.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Wait, what are you doing? What days?
Friday,
We'll be up
Saturday.
there- We'll get up there Thursday night late, and then be up there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Oh no.
Friday,
Did it get
Saturday.
hot?
I don't think so. I wonder if it just.
It got bored with the thing. They're like, oh, they're talking dates. This doesn't need to be.
We'll see.
Because I definitely want to come work out, obviously,
Yeah.
and climb and.
Wait for Refugio or
No,
Big-
for.
Oh damn it!
You can just when we
For
go
Big
back,
Pine?
just
Yeah.
bleep it.
Okay, yeah. So this is live, dude. It's all right. Two
I don't think
people
anyone-
watch these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Pine.
Yeah. Big Pine, Thursday through Monday, basically. Thursday night through Monday.
Hell yeah! And then I'm taking the rest of that week off.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm.
Maybe it is overheating.
Do we need the small fan on it?
Yeah, maybe.
Should we take a pause?
Yeah. Mute.
The woods.
All right, we're back.
They're playing at the Getty Center up in LA. For
Yeah,
free.
it's gonna be tight. I'm excited about that one. I like the woods.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Cool.
Like outdoor, I think outdoor, like a little stage that they set up on outside of the museum, and you can like go hang out in the museum or like go like watch live music.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
Pretty psychedelic music too. It should
Totally.
be pretty sick.
Hell yeah.
We're getting babysitters.
Mm.
No kids for me and Lauren.
Oh, you're not bringing the girls.
Hell no, dude.
Nice. That'll be
Yeah.
cool.
Dude, I love my girls, but
You and your wife need some time.
that is true, and they're so hit or miss with like conscience stuff and stuff. It's like if it's like free and easy, I'm down to take them. But the Getty is too committing.
I feel like the Woods won't do this. I feel like they'll play like a normal show, but the one that we went to was so bad. It was so like avant-garde, like just like
What
a bunch of screaming.
was
It'd
there
be, like,
other like
atonal or like discordant like guitar and bass chords or whatever, like just like super hard to get into. And we eventually would like walk away, and then there'd just be like it'd be like quiet and brooding, and then you just like scream into the mic, like it's just like people are like, what the fuck is going on?
Was that
is this
different?
a musical performance?
Was that different from like their other songs on YouTube?
He has like radio stuff that's on the radio or whatever, and it's like a normal song. I was like,
What if
this
he was
is not
tripping, dude?
good.
What if he was like, alright, we're in a museum, we're playing a museum tonight, let's just trip.
I hope so, because we walked like far away. We were like way out in the garden, and you couldn't even hear the music, but then you could hear when you do like one of the screams, and you'd be like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
How is that for people
Who
standing?
was this
like,
guy?
at
Put him
the
on
courtyard?
blast.
Slauson Malone. Yeah,
Hear that?
if you're out there, play your hits.
Come
Don't
on,
try and
dude.
get to art with it at an art museum.
Chill out.
It was an exhibit that I would skip. But the girls would not have dug it. I don't. Oh, it would have
Yeah.
been weird.
I took them to the fair and we went to the hangar and watched Queen Nation, a Queen tribute band, dude.
Uh-huh.
And Gemma loved it. She was so fired up about it. Like, she like loved the whole concert. She was bummed when we had to leave. Kira fell asleep in the middle of it.
No way.
Yeah.
So 2 different votes of confidence for the band.
Yeah.
Where does Davey come in?
Dude, I thought they were pretty good. Queen, dude, the guy, the Freddie Mercury guy, right, was like fully like leather jacket, leather pants, leather hat, rainbow suspenders or like crazy shiny rainbow suspenders, and like was doing like crazy stuff like high kicks. They're pretty good.
Do
Nice commitment.
I would definitely go see them for free again.
Sick.
I would pay $5 to $10 to go see them.
Would you travel out of county?
Maybe to San Diego if it was like
Belly up.
No, I wouldn't like stay up late to see them. Dude. Like if this was like a I don't know, a free festival, like that Grateful Dead thing.
Yeah.
Did you go to that? Oh yeah. You rode your bike. We kind of
to
with
the-
Tucker,
Yep.
Down
Chris
in Dana,
Tucker's
right?
nephew.
Was it? Yeah, Dana. Wait, is that where that is?
Yeah, San Juan Capistrano.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just parked it. I went to that. I parked it in the Doheny lot, and then you can just ride a bike on the river trail straight from the Doheny lot back, like to where they're having this.
That was really fun. I like
that was
that.
cool.
Oh yeah.
They had. I forget. Were you telling me that they had maybe it was my other buddy. It was like the only bummer is he charge you, I think, for every kid.
Yeah,
Like kids are not free.
Yeah, they had another one on Kira's birthday, and we were going to go to it because we had so much fun with the first one. But it was like $20 per kid, dude. That's $40. Like,
Yeah.
it should be free under 6 or something.
Totally.
I mean, I gotta say,
That's not the dead
you
way,
do
dude.
you do what you got to do, but like my girls are so like kids at that age though are so hit or miss. That it's like, dude, there's a
you
lot of
just-
money for something that I might have to just bail from.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what? You don't want to be here? All right.
Well, too bad. I spent $20.
We're gonna get $20.
You
per
better
ride
like
out of
it.
this.
Cry it out.
Yeah.
You didn't go to that, did you, Ryan?
No, I had to work. Yeah. Sounded fun, but
Have you been to that place, like the nature center or whatever it's called there?
by the mission?
Is it by the mission?
No, not really. It's like farther up the freeway.
Oh no.
It's close to the beach. It's like 3 miles inland, I think.
No, I don't
Yeah,
think
but it's
so.
probably like half a mile up from the mission or a mile up from the mission.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess close to that general area, but I feel like San Juan Capistrano is like a pretty small city though too.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, because I've done some fair
No, I bet you it's a
driving.
medium small city.
Okay, I mean compared to all cities.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be contentious for views,
What do you
Yeah.
think
for
Costa?
likes,
What do you think Costa Mesa is?
population.
Yeah.
I think it's like 110.
No, medium. Do you think it's a medium?
Yeah, on my scale, Costa Mesa is a medium.
You know what's crazy is how small of a city Costa Mesa is. You know, like
Geographically,
yeah.
Yeah, very small.
Think about it compared
Yeah.
to Huntington Beach, compared to
Yeah.
Newport Beach.
Newport
Beach is
Beach,
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Irvine, Santa Ana,
Yeah.
all of it surrounding, like, counties.
Yep. Costa Mesa is a real one, like Carson. Carson's.
yeah. Or
It's
Stanton.
just...
Yeah.
It's an old one, too, though.
Costa Mesa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been here since, like, kind of the beginning.
Old Goat Hill, they
Really.
called it.
Yeah.
They used to be. My grandma said they used to refer to it like derogatorily as like Goat Hill, like the people up there have to have goats.
Really?
Uh huh. And my grandma's family did have goats. But I don't think it was a compliment.
Wow.
Yeah. Go back to your old place on Goat Hill, Dag.
Well,
do you
that
think it was like
explains
nicer
the...
living up here, or do you think it was nicer living down at the beach? Because
I don't know.
I think at the beach it was still pretty like it wasn't like there wasn't as much like erosion control and like
Yeah, no, I
you
think
know,
the beach was a wilder place.
Yeah,
like, at
it
that
sounded
point.
like it.
and swampier maybe.
Swampier, not as cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how far back are we talking?
Like early 20th century, early
Early 1900s.
So like 19 to 1940.
even pre that, like 19 to 30.
Wow.
I didn't think about my grandma's like young childhood. I think she was born in like 1916,
Mm-hmm.
1917.
Dude.
And grew up here. This
Could you
her whole
imagine
life.
being
Oh no, she started in like more Northern California, but
Okay.
eventually moved down here pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandpa was like born and raised down here, so like yeah, early.
Hey, if you could be born pretty much under the similar circumstances, but in a year, what year would you choose to be born in, do you think? It could be earlier or later than your current year.
I kind of like my current time, or I like the time that I've had too.
I like the time that I've had, but like,
I'm not sure I would like vote for.
could you imagine being born in like 1954, turning 18,
And having
in
the same life
1962 in Southern California, dude?
Yeah,
Oh, I'd be
with-
so
but
sick.
with all the same thing, like with all the inventions and things we have now, or like at that level.
No,
like,
at that level, you know?
Yeah.
They still have refrigeration. Still have fiberglass surfboards.
Refrigeration is huge.
Yeah.
Like you're riding a shortboard by the time you're 25. Maybe a little bit later than maybe being born in 1960, right? So that way you're coming of age in the 70s when the shortboard revolution was happening. No, I'd want to go early. I'd rather surf longboards for the first part of my surfing and then
Yeah.
be along for shortboards.
I don't think
Surfing's
that-
been.
It wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't be bad to go back there, but I don't know if I would trade it for when I was born.
I don't know.
I
What
think in the
if-
past,
okay,
I
but
have-
okay, hold on. But what if you could keep all your same friends? And similar circumstances, like a Bizarro universe, though. I think I would.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
I'd
I
be
think
down.
I would too.
I would be down. But
Would you would turn this into 1960s Costa Mesa right now if you could? And it was like all of you'll still have like your jobs
and like
in some form similar.
I think I would do even earlier than 1960
and
though.
like 6 skis and like
No,
a
skis.
paraglider.
No, the
and,
skis would not be good.
I don't think I could take that deal then.
Yeah, that would
That
be
would
an
suck.
issue.
Would not be hyped to ski on
But
1960 skis.
okay, but though,
Do I remember how it feels to ski on
but
2023 skis?
imagine the climbing though, and imagine the totally uncrowded wilderness where you could have fires wherever you wanted.
Fires wherever you wanted,
Without
and you
issues,
just
no
walk
permits.
and you just camp wherever you wanted.
Yeah, no permits.
You just drive up to the place where you wanted to sleep. You could drive like
Climbing gear is rough.
yeah.
Although if you were climbing in the early 70s, you had they had pretty rough gear still, huh?
Good enough gear, but I don't know. I'd be bummed, I think.
When did the mechanical cams hit the scene? I feel
I
like
think in the late 70s, like 76, maybe.
so. If you were born in
Ranger.
1960, you would be becoming a teenager right when the mechanical cams were coming out.
Yeah, which is earlier than I started climbing anyways.
Yeah. And you'd still get shortboards surfing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like.
Good music scene too.
Would you turn this into 1970s Costa Mesa?
And have all the 70s gear.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
about
Especially if I
80s?
remember what it was like to use all the other stuff. Because it's like.
What
it would
about
be
in the
so-
future? Because you can go into the future too.
Yeah,
What
but it,
about what would you be born
wouldn't that
in
be
the 90s?
risky? Potentially, you wouldn't want to go too far. What
Maybe
if you
that.
went there and it was like terrible?
No,
It was like a
it's like-
hellscape, like volcano.
You could
like,
peek. You
And
could
so
peek.
like a
You
year,
get a trailer.
So you're like, I'd rather be born in 1985, 87 than 86. And it turns into like a hellscape.
I don't know. I'm like, I think
What
it's
if you
just the
had to?
bias of like having
Okay,
experienced it. Oh, if you had to choose a different.
Yeah,
time.
what if
You
what if
have
like
to.
what if like a spirit has come back and is holding a gun to your head?
How many years? What's the least amount of time I can go back?
It's infinite.
I go
No,
back
not
like
for
a couple
forever.
years.
Why not?
Or you just go back a couple years?
Yeah. So that everything is like basically, I still have access.
So
to
you could
like,
stop 9/11.
So you're like 1 year earlier. You're born one
That's
year
what I would
earlier.
do. I watched. Have you ever seen this movie, Black Knight?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it's sick. I watched it the other night. Have you seen it?
No, wait, is that Martin Lawrence?
Yeah, it's with that's who it is. It's Martin Lawrence, and he goes back in time. He works at a Renaissance fair, and like gets like electrocuted or something, and he goes
Yeah.
back in time to
Yeah,
medieval Europe, and he's
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
Black Knight, and it's so sick because he's in like jorts and stuff for the whole movie. I know, for like the beginning of the movie, then I think he assimilates.
Yeah, he
And it really impresses the court.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, I watched it.
I forgot about that movie.
It's pretty
Is it a
tight.
recent movie?
No, it's
An
a
old movie.
2000s.
Okay.
What did we watch?
See, if you were born another time, you wouldn't have access to the Black Knight, maybe.
So
You wouldn't have access to a lot of movies though if you
It's
went
true.
back to those.
yeah, that's
Cinema
true.
would be kind of a boring
No,
experience.
You can't listen to Office episodes to go to bed when you're sleeping. You can't listen
It
to
is
Parks
true.
and Rec.
Yeah.
You can't.
Well,
Yeah.
radio.
Yeah.
They were just as
You get-
thrilled
you
with
get
radio
baseball
though,
games on the radio.
and just
I
people
know.
talking probably.
Yeah. They're still.
They
ways that
didn't
can,
even
like-
have the
Like
well,
what we're
by the
doing.
70s they had like 24-hour television, I'm sure, but like
For sure.
for the 50s and 60s though, they had it like turned off at night, you know.
What a wild world.
So
Yeah.
while we were up, so we didn't have we had permits for Tyndall, right?
Yeah.
And then we went to Ryan's house,
Yeah.
and he cleaned up. He like cleared up some shit or whatever.
I had to throw away some old,
Some
expired, gross, and do a cleanup of the mess it created. And unfortunately, it was not what I was hoping.
Yeah.
Dude, then so then we started hiking.
In the afternoon.
No, like at like
I think it was around noon.
11,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
close to noon.
close to noon probably. Dude, we were hiking.
It was hot. I
Right,
mean,
it's
for
like, I don't
June.
feel so good at, like halfway up on like a 2-mile trail.
Hey, but it is a steep one. Like
It is pretty
it's a
steep.
burly one.
Yeah.
Fern Lake it's short, but it's burly. Like
It's
you're
well
you're
over 2
climbing.
miles, they
Yeah.
said.
Yeah,
it was
you're
1.7,
climbing.
But he's like, and then he started to throw up.
I had to.
And I recorded the
to.
whole thing. I have it a lot of it on camera.
Yeah. That's why I was wondering if you were gonna tell Gemma that story. You know?
Maybe not yet.
Maybe not yet.
Yeah, Jake's has aged pretty well. I'll tell her that you threw up.
Yeah, come on.
Next time
dude.
we're all hanging out, I'll bring it up for you.
Yeah, come on, dude. Thanks. I'd appreciate that.
Um,
Give me some cred, you know?
then we got up there, and then you know what the other thing I was gonna say? We kept the backcountry TV tradition going. Watched some
Sick.
semi-pro.
Nice.
Ooh, it was good.
That's
First
such a
time
good
seeing
movie.
unrated.
I watched the unrated the version. That was pretty
Special
sick.
day in any man's life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
First
Jackie
time.
Made's wife is hot.
Yeah.
We should bring. I think we should try and do a movie at Big Pine.
Strange brew.
Yeah.
I think.
Or Dazed and Confused. Have either of you guys seen that?
No.
You haven't. You said you
No,
haven't.
but my girls are gonna be there, so it might have to be like a really PG, really G.
Yeah, like Strange Fruit. I could crush your skull, but I won't because I need you.
I don't think there is any nudity.
I'll have to find some.
I think.
I'll have to try to think of. We'll have to think of like a good one.
Yeah, but if we do, I think Lizzie has a pretty rad projector,
Sick.
Cool.
and I think we might be able to just bring that projector screen,
Oh yeah,
like
but
hang
yeah,
it from like trees or whatever, and have it on like a legit projector.
that'd
Cool.
be sick.
Yeah, it'd be rad.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm so bummed that we didn't get all 3 of the sites that are in
At
there
Big
in
Pine?
that loop. Yeah,
What do we have too?
we have 2, and somebody got that 3rd one.
So our plan will just be to camp in that little spot.
Or and
Car, kind of like car.
because what it's gonna be
Hike
you
around.
and it's you and Brad, right?
Me and Lauren and the girls and Matt and Amanda and
Okay.
Brad and Lizzie, Brad and Maddie,
Yeah.
and then you and Lizzie.
Yeah.
Is Lizzie coming?
Yeah.
And then you and Eric.
Eric Matt's buddy.
Yeah.
Eric. Cool.
They're gonna drive all the way down to. They're gonna drive down to Lone Pine to climb Russell, I think, maybe.
Okay.
You said.
Maybe we'll have to tag on those plans, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, we could go climb.
Yeah.
Somewhere. We could go climb Russell. But we could also climb. We wouldn't even have to leave. We could go directly from the campground and just go climb something on Temple Crag.
Yeah, you should
Which is
climb
what
on
I think
Temple
we should
Crag.
do.
Let's do it,
Then
dude.
we don't have to drive a car.
I'm
just hike
so
right
down
back
just to
into
do
the-
anything right there at a Big Pine. Any and all of them. Whatever
Dude.
one.
We can do a route that has a Tyrolean traverse.
I don't even know what that means, and I'll do
Where
it.
literally, it'll be so sick. We're gonna climb up a pillar, like a freestanding pillar. When you get to the top, it's quite big. Like maybe if this couch like continued to square like that big, you have like standing on it, and we'll make like a lasso, and we're gonna lasso this like spike on the other side. There's probably like 30 feet maybe separating them, or 35 feet, with like a chasm below, and we'll lasso this other rock and then tie it off to the side that we're on, and then we'll just like go like clip into it and go across this style, and then get to the other side and like pull the rope.
That's sick.
Yeah, it'll be
Oh,
wild.
that'll be super cool.
Yeah.
What kind of level of climbing do I need to be, though?
One move of 10A. It'll be fine for you.
Okay.
You'll crush it. On top rope, it'll be easy. And the rest of it is like not very difficult.
Cool.
That'll be a proud climb to have done too.
And we'll go stand on a summit, Temple Crag.
Let's
Sick.
do it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on. We're also gonna get. I gotta get a 14 this year.
A 14er.
Let's do. Is there?
Yeah. what,
Plausible.
Oh, definitely plausible. Although, I might not be able to assist you because, well, who knows?
Yeah, your ankle.
I
Hey.
have surgery. And
Yeah. What else are we thinking? I mean, that's one day, obviously.
You could do Sill
You
or
could.
Middle Pal too. Middle Pal is a scramble. I've been thinking about trying to get away for the early part of one of the day and doing Middle Pal.
You should. If David does that, you should definitely hop on that train. I might hop on that train too. But Middle Pal is a sick one,
Let's do it.
and it's the easiest.
I'm gonna start running
14er in that area to get to. I think
a lot right now.
third class
And it should be
or
nice.
fourth class, maybe.
I think it's all third class
Maybe
with
it's
like
third,
maybe
yeah.
fourth if you get off route, but I think it's all. I think it's like a surprising third class.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it looks really
it's shocking
steep.
that it goes. Because do you remember that trip that we took there? We took a bunch of trips there, but that trip that we took there.
We
trying
made
for
one.
Middle
We
Pal,
made it to the base one
yeah,
time.
and just couldn't find the entry to like the chute.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of
It
snow.
was it was a winter, and
Yeah.
then
Then
you
I've
went back.
subsequently done it, and it's not bad.
Mm.
But I could do it again for sure.
These would be great conditions to do it in.
Totally. That'd be a sick 14er to get Middle Pal. I think
I haven't
Nakatomi
I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'd like to get all 14. Have you gotten all? Or there's 12, right?
There's 15,
There's
I
15.
think.
Okay.
Hold on, let's see.
No, there's
Langley,
12.
Mount Langley,
We looked.
Muir,
Mount Muir,
Whitney,
Whitney,
Russell, Williamson,
Williamson,
Tyndall, Split, right?
Split,
Middle
Middle
Pal,
Pal, Sill,
Sill,
Polmonium, North Pal, Starlight, Thunderbolt, Shasta, White Mountain.
White, 15. Okay. So 13 of them are in the Sierra.
Some people don't consider Mount Muir in that list.
I just remember I
And
think
some
it
people don't
was
consider
12
that.
in the Sierras, right? Or
What?
13? Was it 12 or
Who
13?
doesn't consider it? What bus
I know.
is?
It's 13 in the Sierras.
13 in
Let
the
people
Sierras.
let
And
people
White Mountain,
get
the
their.
White Mountain Range,
Yeah.
Shasta is.
White Mountain would be a really fun one to go up too.
Dude, I would take my e-bike up White Mountain now. I've been up to the top of White Mountain by foot, and it is cool. It's easy. It's super easy.
I would just be keen to
I
check
would
out the
wanna try
Bristol
to do- I
Cone.
would try to get a hold of an e-bike, I guess. Like,
It would be so sick.
Yeah.
Because people mountain bike it all the time.
Cool.
You can easily e-bike it.
Yeah.
I wonder is that
So
technically
awesome.
illegal?
Because you can drive
I'm not
pretty
sure.
far up
You
there.
can drive that road, right? They just have it closed to
Yeah,
traffic.
yeah. I think you can. People bike on it all the time. I don't think it's a thing, but it's fine.
Yeah, but if they e-bike to the cables at Half Dome.
There's a raging debate,
Oh my gosh, they want to add more steps in.
or take the cables off completely.
And just have it be like sketchy as.
Just don't go. You can't do it.
Yeah.
You can't. But like shut it down. Like
Well, you can
can't-
climb it.
You
Like
can climb it, you know, like if someone, but that would,
like scramble that part. Is what
you
they're
could.
saying.
But you climb it without really needing the cables. Like, if you're comfortable on...
They're
like,
pretty nice though.
They are nice.
Going
Yeah.
down especially.
Yeah, I use them for sure.
Going down especially, they're really nice.
You
Yeah,
could
but-
get away without the cables, but I would want to have rock climbing shoes on.
Mm.
Yeah,
Or at
but
least,
don't you
like,
think
rock
the
climbing
average
rubber.
person could go up that with rock climbing shoes easily.
They could, but they wouldn't.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but who knows?
You think Francesca could have gone down without the cables?
No, definitely not. I think she couldn't have gone down without the cables. I don't think she could have gone down without you, like, coaching her.
Well,
Like,
you coached her
providing
down.
support.
I got her up.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you got her down.
Okay.
I was like kind of actually really big on that. I was like,
Okay.
dude, I got her up. You like, come on, dude. I don't know if I can handle her down.
Yeah.
You're more of the climbing expert. You handle it. That was a funny climb up.
That was.
All right. She was like, this is unbelievable. Yep, it is. Come on, one more step. I'm tired. I need a break. Okay, take a break, but you gotta take one more step. Come on, keep going.
Yeah, that was a late night for us. Then we got back down at dark, like way after dark actually, and then
Yeah.
it took like a while to hike back to that campground. It's kind of a weird campground.
We were loaded up with people, and
There's so many people.
it seemed like there was
what's it
Woody.
called?
Oh, it was.
It's like
Sweet.
a backpacking campground at the base of Half Dome.
I was just looking at it the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's like
And do they have designated sites?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys backpacked to the campground
Yeah.
and then did the half dome.
No, we did.
No, we did
left
Half
our
Dome
packs,
first.
Did Half Dome, and then came down at like night, got our packs, and showed up to this campground like late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably like, I don't know, 10.
I don't think too late though. You think? Because I think we were coming down at dusk.
There
was still, like, some
you want to
light.
kick it for a couple of hours.
There's no kicking it.
No.
It was straight to bed. People
Yeah.
were wrecked.
Well, we were pretty tired.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude, I went to sleep on Sunday night so quickly.
yeah.
I was so tired.
It was so nice sleeping in a bed, and
Yeah, no bugs.
although it was hot in my room.
Dude, I can appreciate not the hot room, but sleeping a bunch. I slept so much this past week. That's
Yeah.
when I knew I was
Yeah.
like really sick. I think one of the days I slept for like 18 hours.
So good though.
Yeah, good for me, but also a sign of like
You needed it.
lost and tossed.
I mean, dude, running the quest, and even if, because that must have still been at least close to 10 miles, but you still did.
Yeah, 12.
12,
Almost
being
half.
sick. It's quite a shock to the body.
Totally. I think it fully took me from like whatever I might have had and like skyrocketed
Yeah,
me
do
to
you think
just
you
like
might have been able to fight it off even? If you
maybe,
hadn't
but
done
I
the
had been
quest?
fighting it off I think for like a couple days, and then Monday night I started feeling even worse, and I was like, it's coming on, but hope I can just get this event done before.
We should have just called it right then and there. Yeah.
Live and you learn.
Yeah, it was hot where we were. It was pretty much triple digits from. When do you think triple digits stopped? Big Pine?
Yes, at like 4:30.
Yeah.
Big Pine at 4:30.
What do you think the temps were where you guys ultimately camped at night? Like the low.
Oh, I think in the
Like
50s, right?
60.
Yeah, high 50s. It felt nice.
Yeah.
I
It felt
slept
great.
I slept with a sleeping pad and a sleeping bag under me, and then the hammock draped over me just as an extra layer against the bugs. You didn't need it. Like,
Yeah.
it made it too warm. Like, I always get getting sweaty with even just that on me. And then I had a puffy on to fight against the mosquitoes and sweats.
Yeah.
So,
I know, I was really comfortable on that pad you gave me.
Nice.
But because of the mosquitoes, I had to have like my sleeping bag on me,
Yeah.
my hands in my sleeping bag.
so Dude, we were camping 1950s style with no permits.
Yeah, it was
Sick.
pretty
And
sick.
our story was that we were just gonna tell the ranger that, oh, dude, we're just coming up and we're staying late for the meteor shower, and then we're gonna hike down. So we brought
Yeah.
like dinner, brought some stuff, like
Yeah.
a bunch of comfortable stuff. Our packs were already packed for Tyndall for backpacking,
Yeah.
and
It was
so
too hot.
why unpack them? Too hot. Came up here.
Yeah.
I feel like that's your get out of jail free
Yeah.
card.
Prove it.
I
It
mean,
was-
like, what could they do? As
Yeah.
long as you did leave and you weren't. 'Cause
Yeah.
Unless they knew like what time you started at, you're like, no, we're just day hiking.
Yeah. We're just day
Chance of
hiking.
overnighting.
In case we get benighted.
Yeah. You know,
Which
just
we're
in
pretty sure is
case.
gonna happen, but
And it did. You know, the Mozzies held us down, dude.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let us move.
We played bocce ball.
nice with the like light backpacking
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
Dude, that's one of my favorite things. It's so
I think we
light.
got some cool shots. Did you see those?
I haven't looked at all of them now. There's like
Thousands.
On the GoPro.
No, the
No,
GoPro would
I'm not
die
doing
actually
that.
pretty quick.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Well, because we left it on.
Yeah, we would leave it running.
Yeah, we'd be like,
Like
Time
the
lapse.
lapses or something.
yeah, the GoPro, the time lapse of you hiking up is
Just like,
no, it's straight just dirt. Like,
no way.
yeah, it's unusable for the most part.
Oh, that's a bummer. But I like had it all the way clipped out. I think it's just because it
Yeah,
not tight enough,
I
and so
think you
just
need
like
the camera that Jake has clipped to your hat is the
I'm
best.
taking that to
To
Delaware.
fish.
Yeah.
Sick.
that's cool.
And that one works. I think I'm gonna use that one for paragliding going forward too. I've been trying to put it on like the little magnetic pendant that it comes
Uh-huh.
with, but it's like at a weird angle. So I think the ticket will be clipping it to like I'm gonna get this helmet that has like a little brim. And
Oh,
I can
nice.
clip it to that.
Nice. Yeah, it was overall a great trip though.
It's very chill.
A trip of a lot of aspirations, and then just being like, we'll get it next
Taking
time.
the lazy way out every chance it presented itself. We walked around Fern Lake. We did circumnavigate Fern Lake with a lot of bushwhacking.
And
We
that
found
was
some fish that would have been dumb stupid for trout or for flies if
Yeah.
we had had fishing stuff.
yeah.
It
That
was
was our
upside
biggest lesson
down.
I think we learned is we should have brought fishing stuff.
Yeah, we watched some guy walk
Yeah.
away with a stringer of like 8-inch fish,
Yeah, small ones.
and then he went down to the stream and then came back with a bag of 8-inch fillets or 6-inch fillets.
Yeah, they were pretty minuscule. But guess if that's what dinner is, that's what dinner is.
Yeah. Been on some trips
I
where
bet you can guess what ethnicity it was. Just kidding, I won't say.
the kind that loves trout, baked trout in the wilderness.
Dude, remember our trip with Will? Jesse and Will?
Oh my.
I haven't had trout since.
Yeah, we overdid it. I've had trout before, like since then, but I think trout sushi. I haven't like had like a cooked trout fillet. We went on a trip to that was Big Pine, yeah, but the South Fork. So where we go if we were gonna do Middle Palisade, and it was in like October. It was cold, but we were like all relatively new to fishing or fly fishing at least. I think you and I were the only people that had the fly set
Yeah,
up.
Jesse and Will had a hand line
Yep.
with a
Spoon on it or something?
Castmaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all we did for like a 3-day or 4-day trip. I think we just fished from like early in the morning until basically the end of the day, I think.
And remember we brought up a big old, like a 5 or 10 pound bag of potatoes
Yeah.
and a bunch of butter.
And we
had
just caught crazy amounts of fish.
And we had fires every night and baked potatoes with butter and buttered trout.
Nice.
Yeah, that was like a...
Ate well? Do you think you saved
Bear
weight by
style.
bringing all those potatoes
no,
up?
it was a heavy look. I
I mean, we ate really well. And I bet Jesse had like smoked trout and bread on that
sure.
trip. A bag of apples probably.
I know there's a kid at work today asking about backpacking advice for food. like what to bring or whatever, and I was like, he was like, we have dehydrated meals and something else, and I'm like, I would just bring what you want to eat, like a lot of what you want to eat. I was like, that might not be like typical like lightweight backpacking advice, but like, I don't know, bring what you want to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I like the dehydrated meals now though, because they're so easy and like they don't make dishes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, actually, the nicest thing is that they're compatible with the jet boil, you know, and I like the jet boil.
It is nice, just like boiling water into it, putting water,
Yeah.
boom.
Not very many of them are that appetizing to me though.
That beef stroganoff
That got you stroganoff.
They get-
did me good.
Remember, we went backpacking with this guy. I guess we won't say his name, maybe. And then he like ran out of food. He didn't pack enough food, or maybe he just ate too much of his food. Anyways, he was short on food, and he was like, and we were going to camp with Jake's dad, and Jake's dad's like family friend, Hank, and Hank's like Jake's dad's age, right? So like a whole generation older, probably older than your dad. I feel like,
even a little bit of an older generation.
and he stopped. He said he stopped listening to new music after Simon and Garfunkel. Is how old he is. But and our friend was like, "Man, I'm so hungry," and Hank was like, "Well, I have an extra thing of food. Do you want it?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'd love it. I want it. Oh, thank you so much, Hank. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so hungry. This is gonna be so good." And then he made it, and he took a spoonful of food, and he's like, "Oh, it's just disgusting." And I think that extra thing of food was meant a lot to Hank.
For sure. The fact that he had to carry it up and the fact that he now wouldn't get to eat it, I think we're both, I don't know what was a bigger deal to him. He's very particular about how heavy his backpack was and very worried about food, I think frequently on backpacking trips. Would he have enough? So the offer for the food was a big offer, and I think having it thrown back in his face was too much for him.
And did things go sour? Did he express?
Maybe in private, I'm not sure, but I don't think he said anything to the offending backpacker.
Yeah, I don't think so, but I think it's hilarious to us.
But was that the same trip that the same dude got in an argument with Miranda?
Yeah, it was the only time that we've ever been backpacking.
Yeah. Dude, this random dude, another backpacker, who had been, I think, close to our site, maybe, smoking cigarettes, came to our site as he was, backpacking out. This is at Dysa. And was like, "Hey, do you guys like fish?" And I think some people in our group were like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, I'll leave you guys worms." And he, left this styrofoam, little container, on the edge of our campsite, and then, hiked off. And I think he had, a kid with him, and then, 5 minutes went by, or 10 minutes went by, and, this guy, opened it up, and it was, maybe a couple worms, and then, a bunch of cigarette butts, and just, trash. And he's like, "No, fuck that." And he, took it, ran out, and accosted this guy, on the trail, and, dressed him down. Just, "Fuck you piece of shit." Trying to, leave trash at our site, and, gave it back to him, and the guy was, I don't know, had some, little bit of argument, but it was, the most drama I think I've seen.
I think he might have had an ice axe with him, too. Our friend.
Really?
Yeah.
It's, threat to, take it back.
Jeez.
And he made the guy take it back, that.
Did he at least take the couple worms that were in there?
I don't think so.
I think they're dead, dude.
Useless.
It was a bunk offering, I think.
Yeah.
With a bunch of cigarette butts.
Bummer.
The dies of justice.
Yeah.
The mouth of a
I mean, that actually sounds pretty good. Go chase after him,
Yeah, I mean, hey, I commended it.
Yeah.
I was all about that. He was really out there living that life. He was about that life.
Yeah.
So the camera hasn't turned off again yet, which is pretty tight.
That's cool. Maybe it just takes having a little...
Dude, I thought the overheating thing was fixed. I'll have to try it at home, try to work through that, because the fan's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. We could see how it affects the audio.
I don't think it will because it's so far away.
Yeah.
Because they sell a fan for that camera. I should maybe just get that, put it on there.
Did it clip to the camera?
Yeah.
Mm.
Alright, guys.
Well, 10:30.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I'm feeling
We
pretty
probably made it an
tired.
hour.
I think more than an hour. A little over an hour, I bet.
Well, thank you for streaming in, anyone.